No countdown. Aston in the back, team in the back. Give me a countdown. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ladies, gentlemen, everyone in between, this is Sacred Voices Live. It is Second Friday, which means you are exactly where you need to be. If you are feeling good and you happen to be in the studio with me, make just a little bit of noise so I know you're real. Excellent. If you are streaming online, please go ahead and type something in the chat so that we also know that you are real. My name is Sarah Day. I will be your host this evening. Super excited to be here. We are here every second Friday of the month, and you're in for a treat. Every month you're in for a treat, but I got to say it again. I really believe you are in for a treat this evening. All right, now a little bit about Sacred Voices, and then we will get right into it. Sacred Voices will be hosting a youth poetry meetup at Olin Kafitzen, starting July 14th at noon. We'll get more into that a little bit later. But right now, I would like to introduce you all to an amazing talent that I was able to witness as he was kind of preparing himself, doing his sound check, making sure everything sounded great. And let me tell you, he sounds great. Truly. I'm a huge fan of guitar, so I'm happy he's here. Andrew Tallent is a singer songwriter who moved to Denver at the end of 2018 in search of a music community that could help nurture and inspire his folk Americana style of music. He also co-hosts the Kind of Vague radio show on K4CO and Kind of Vague radio podcast on Spotify. Both shows focus on promoting independent musicians and artists from Colorado in the hopes of shining a light on what he considers one of the most overlooked music scene in America. He is currently working on his full-length album with his band Circles We Draw. Now, I asked him before the show, let me talk to y'all over here. I talked to him before the show and I said, what's up with you and this guitar, this beautiful guitar? What's that relationship like? And what he told me is that that relationship with this guitar is more so he's using it as a medium. It's not just an instrument. It's not just something he puts the strap on and gets to it. And I want you all to witness exactly why he said that. Please give it up for Andrew Tallent.
Thank you for the intro. My name is Andrew Tallent. I'm a singer-songwriter here with Kind of Vague Radio, Kind of Vague Records. We sign a lot of independent artists, and this is some independent music for you. And a full child came running through crowds, and I marched up to meet her anyhow. And I saw things that I could never be before, pieces falling on the ground, on the ground. And she felt like the world was moving out of here. And she took her hand, she took her words and her fears, and she roamed to someplace else where she can be stronger. I wish that I had gone along. I wish I could. But time moves on. We're here, but not alone. If I keep creating things instead of letting them create me, I'll be the master of my days, of my days. And I marched up to teach her with my hands. She taught me how to love and understand but I could never figure out the ways I couldn't be you. Pieces falling on the ground, but I'm just falling on the ground. 'Cause time moves on. We're here, but not for long. If I keep creating things instead of letting them create me, I'll be the master of my days, of my days. Thank you. All these songs are off an unreleased album called Sacrificing Your Mental Stability for Your Art, a how-to guide. I don't know why it's unreleased. You record and you always want to make things better. This next song's about trying to make some things better. Grab me by the door, wonder where we're falling from. Castles from the streams of light, wishing you were more than fight. Call me on the floor, wishing we were left alone. And only praises, fears, our hopes, left beside the lines I wrote. And I don't know, and I don't know. While these fields begin to grow, and the valley bones. And warning from the sun, withered past the days begun, and hallowed be this surface cleaned. Tell me what you thought it means, and I don't know, 'cause I don't know. While these fields begin to grow, and the valley oh, I'll do one more in this tuning and then I'll change guitars. Thank you for working with me with all the guitars and my failing pedal. Priceless figure, shadows hang here, no place left to run. Less like lessons, you count these blessings. Worries at my door. Directions I sought were just fine. Been hanging around here a long, long time. But I understood that this world was just posturing down. Cage this mighty mind might figure out I'm not the same. We walk with masks now, hide this nature, don't let it be seen. But how come these feelings we thought we'd know? Hiding things our eyes may not show. 'Cause in this old darkness, the powers I've needed were gone. Priceless figure, shadows still here, no place left to run. No desires, voiceless choirs sing the dirge's song. But how come these feelings we thought we'd own, directing this future at the roots of our souls? Singing the story is yours, the story is yours. Singing the story is yours. Thank you. We are going to switch over now, if you don't mind. Not sure how I'm doing on time. Ooh. Oh, over. I forgot that one's already plugged in, so I'm going to leave this on the floor. Thank you for muting that. I am ready with second guitar. Second guitar. Should I just switch over to this guy? I'm glad I can come and mess up a day so glorious like this. Okay. Who should be muted already. All right, I am in the original. find it hard to stay awake. I find I'm running out of space. Hide inside this heart, things that fall apart. Here's the hoping for better days. I'm tired of all this talk of faith. How much praying could this take? Maybe that's just you, maybe that's just me, and only stars in the sky. Still I just can't sleep. I can't sleep tonight. Oh, now. Oh, no, no. Oh, here been nothing but backs against the walls. Are you even there at all? Just light the fires and kill the choirs, baby, now. Slow, but I'm coming home. But I just can't sleep. Just can't sleep tonight. Oh, now, ooh, oh, oh, no, oh, now, yeah, no, now, I find it hard to stay awake. I find I'm running out of space. Hide inside this heart, the things that fall apart. Is the hoping, is the hope.
I think I have one more, if that's all right with everyone. I usually don't say the name of songs. If you liked it, let me know. If you didn't, there was no name, so there's nothing to hate. These last two actually are going to be on the Circles We Draw album that I'm working with, Kind of Vague Records. It's going to be putting that out. They're on South Broadway. If you have music or stuff you'd like to produce, we're in the publishing business. If you have music or poems or a book, we're working on our second book to publish right now. We have a book of plays out. Mark Sabini has his book of plays, Mysterious Stories, and Gary Johnson's book, A More Perfect Union, is out right now. You can find that actually in Mutiny Cafe as well. This song's called Circles We Draw.
hold me sideways. The air I breathe is just calling me to despair. Don't deceive me, you can't receive these now. Only stop and stare. Answers that call my name, and the throwing of this table, turning like I'm able, yeah. Thunder was bound to begin, and the thought of where we'd fall from, all you thought we'd gone through, deserving you, deserving me, this cool mistake is fall in this old world. Holding my temper, it's late November. The cards I played are done. Set this suitcase, your mind was to chase. You're only left with this song. The answers that call my name, thought of excitation, all my reservations now falling asleep at dawn. The fire that we worship, the morning never comes with the words you say. I had to pray that all that I'd endured would make me stronger for this old world. Fancifully, you constant calling here inside this old home. But outside in the trees we're buckled over at the knees. They just can't see us. Why can't they be us now? Close to and on the line, we'll dry in due time, and due time I may come around to this thought of being lost. I'm carrying the cross. Was the weight enough? We have to trust that all that I'd endured would make me stronger for the soul. It's only the circles we draw decide where we go and whether we fall. And only love we sought before comes back to you again once more. To the Lord of everything returns and cools me home to this old world.
I think that's my time. Thank you, everybody. Can you mute me?
Let's get Andrew Tallent muted in the back, please. And yes, please give it up one more time for Andrew
You can
Tallent.
mute all of this, the mic and the guitar.
Okay, you're good.
The mic as well? The mic is mine as well.
Let's hold off on that mic for a second. Hey, you're here. Yay. Awesome. That was absolutely beautiful. Everybody repeat after me. Say, Andrew. I really enjoyed that. Absolutely. I told you, you were in for a treat. When I make eye contact and I'm like, hey, you're going to enjoy this, I mean it. I mean it. All right. So while we are in transition, I'm actually going to pass these around. Feel free to keep one for yourself and pass to your neighbor. Give that to you. Take one and you pass it around. Do the opposite. And then pass that one. There you go. No, you're good. You're good. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. All right. So the little slips of paper that are going to make their way around the room. One of them will actually have all of Sacred Voices events. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Please give it up. This is actually Avery. Avery works in the back. Make sure everything sounds nice and good. Give it up, y'all. Usually our team in the back, they don't make it out here. Thank you so much. And so when they make a special appearance, we like to make them feel nice and special. So one of those sheets will actually have all the events that Sacred Voices does within community, and the other I'm not fully sure, but I know Mix J will announce that a little bit later. Okay. Again, thank you so much for being here, y'all. My name is Sarah Day. I'm super excited to be here. I am your host this evening. Now, just so we're clear, Sacred Voices does have a mission. We are a nonprofit organization ran here in Denver, Colorado. We empower BIPOC youth to find their voice, embrace their culture, become community leaders, and promote artistic expression here in the Denver metro area. Now, as you were walking into the room, I'm sure you saw the sign up sheet in the back. Thank you, Mr. Charlie. Charlie happens to actually be on our board and is the assistant treasurer of Sacred Voices. On that sign up sheet, if we have anybody that is in like the first, I want to say 5 slots or so, it's reserved for anybody that's under the age of 21 so that we can make sure that the youth get to bed on time. All right. Whoop, whoop. This evening, performance spots will be about 5 to 7 minutes. If there's a little leeway, I'll definitely let you know. But otherwise, I'll kind of signal to you at the door if need be, just so we can be respectful of everyone and get everyone up here. All right. I want everybody to share what makes their voice sacred. Okay. Now, please follow me. This show is recorded. There is a camera here. There is a camera here. There is a camera straight back, and then there's one more in that corner. We want to be mindful when we're getting up, not that anyone would get up and walk all the way over there, but we want to be mindful of recording the backs of our heads. I'm sure the back of your head looks absolutely gorgeous. It's just that our viewers at home would rather hear poetry. All right, I don't make the rules. Having said that, we will get ready to get into our open mic portion. I just want to be mindful. This will be our mic right here. You are allowed to take the mic off the mic stand. This here is to adjust. I'm more than happy to adjust. I'll always be nearby for you. Please do not cup the mic like this because it makes everything sound kind of corny. Nah, it makes it sound corny. It's not hip hop. Hip hop is this. This is corny. We can't, and then you're putting all your spit on it, you know? And the only reason I did that is because this is a separate mic. You don't have to endure my spit on your mic. All right? We're clear on that. Let's see. We got a nice crowd here. We're going to split the room right there in half. This side of the room, please look at that side of the room. This side of the room, please look at that side of the room. Make eye contact with somebody, smile, let them know this is a safe space, because guess what? It is an extremely safe space. Everyone's voice in here matters. Everybody in here matters, and we want to hear what makes your voice sacred, okay? If you're ready to have a good time, say whoop, whoop. Excellent. I will get us started. Charlie, can you please bring that sheet up here if you don't mind, pretty please? Fly by yourself. Fly far away. Thank you, Charlie. Don't let your feathers get stuck in the way. Let your soul be lightened again. Don't lose yourself. Fly away. Fly from that suffocating cage that keeps you a part of your dream. Aim. It's time to wake up, to get into the world and try your luck. Live a free life without strings attached. Come on, baby. Fly, fly away. Thank you. All right. We have a nice sign up sheet. I love it. All right. First and foremost, Seth, how are we feeling? Where's Seth? Seth, you ready to go? Come on out. Yeah, you're. Give it up for Seth, who happens to be over 21.
All right, I just have two poems. This first one is titled Atom Adam. Lay your ear close. You can hear it breathe. Hear it? It's that low monotone hum tuned to your heart thump. Feel the rhythm of its stillness, cause and effect tumbling into silver white bloodstreams, bubbling volcanic pus, red as a blemish, red as war, spewing life, limbs, and death, which feeds life across its moon-circled, petrified skin. Climb its spine, that hard-humped vertebrae of time-humbled dinosaur, pockmarked by abandoned anthills, where once antennaed Helens gazed upon opposing poles at war. Run naked through its photosynthesizing beard, smell the pine, the eucalyptus, the sweat-pearled green as morning, like a brisk-breezed ocean, tumbles through its ever-bristling hair, combed by us. Atoms orbiting history, membranes peering down tubes at one-celled constellations, geometric combinations of wind wrapped in earth, of water breathing fire, need, want, desire, respiration, aspiration, expiration, corpuscles pumped, pulled, dragged, kicking down paved arteries, slaves to cells, lost nuclei, vital organs in the mass reproduction of riveted trees and pigeon dung cities are roadmaps patterned after palms of apes and aspen leaves. Prisms found in oily wings of flies, yellow rivers, igniting lamps so God's blood-veined eyes can study powers, pathogens, antibodies, cancer, and crime. As we mine gold rivers from cavernous walls, as we watch red rivers split atoms to short circuit the central nervous system of all. Put your ear closer, feel its pulse thumping like tires to wet road, like humans humping, like time tapped on typewriters, like frogs in a forest, like impetuous wind at rest, like a preacher in prayer, like the slow squeeze of tyranny and the soft sweep of despair, like an ocean's hushed, brine-tossed, orgasmic moan, like the marching munch of termites, like the slow, 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 slow rush hour home. Like wind through dry leaves is this speck of dust, this earth, this atom that breathes. This is a very short one. True story. A fly walks across my cellar floor. A big fly with silver transparent wings that dovetail from its black pill-shaped body in a perfect symmetrical V. Its legs are as thick and black as eyelashes. Big feet, perhaps, by fly standards. It does not move When I bend to swat it, when I reach to squash it, it does not fly away. It hasn't the strength to save itself. A warrior walks across my cellar floor, and wishing her well, I walk another way. Thank you.
Seth, I always enjoy when you come to hang out with us. Oh my goodness, I tried to come back real quiet and it was not quiet at all. Seth, thank you so much for sharing what makes your voice sacred, sir. So, beyond finding out that you're over the age of 21, we also found out about your pen game. It's pretty amazing. Meaning, we enjoyed your poetry. Because he's like, excuse me, my pen game. Thank you so much for being here, Seth. Always amazing. We actually have someone who is under 21 that would like to come up here and perform. Now, before they come up here, I just want to point these out. That square with the squiggly lines is called a QR code. Now, a QR code, if you point your phone at it with your camera open, then it'll actually pop up with the website. Click on that website, find out more about our organization. Anne-Marie Clark, are you here? You want to come on up? Perfect. Give it up for Anne-Marie Clark.
All right. So I will be 15 in 9 days, actually. This is a poem I wrote called Encyclopedia, and I hope you listen. I could put a pencil to paper to form weapons maybe strong enough to break skin just this once, to let you feel what these rhymes actually mean in my heart. But whether I was Rudy Francisco, or my father, or Shakespeare, the words I spill onto paper gutted out my soul. You would never know how I feel, because you won't open your ears. If I was a dictionary itself, I couldn't have the words to explain my thoughts to someone not willing to hear, or not willing to think how these guttural words sing a melody that forms a point and turns the blade back on myself. You would never know my sorrow, not because I hide it, but because it's so open and out there that the words wrap around your brain just long enough to acknowledge the fact I'm playing my vocal cords like a harp, but far too short for you to open the dictionary I am and stay to feel the words cutting a 6-inch valley through the middle of my soul.
Wow. Hitting my vocal cords like a harp. You heard that, right? What? Right? Okay. All right, Anne-Marie. I love that. Seth, Anne-Marie, you guys have really set the bar very high. And it's not a competition by any means. I just hitting my vocal cords like a harp. That'll sit with me for a while. Very well done. Thank you for sharing what makes your voice sacred. This is your first time here? I hope you come back. You're always welcome. Welcome to the family. Seth, same goes for you. You're always welcome here, okay? Give it up one more time for Anne-Marie Clark. Did you know that Sacred Voices will also be at Denver Community Market on Sunday, July 12th? That's actually this Sunday. I got it. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, that's this Sunday. Looks like staff and board members will be performing and conducting a workshop for free. That's 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Now, if you took that little slip, go ahead and jot a note on there if you need to. Pull out your calendars. Moving right along. Shamar, how you feeling? You want to come on up? All right, perfect. Give it up for Shamar.
Okay, hello. My name is Shamar, and this is my first time being here. My poem's a little bit longer, but I hope that's okay. I am a author as well as a therapist. So I've been writing since 6th grade, and I wish I had something like this because I think it's really great. No, thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, so this is called See Me. I have never experienced the N-word as much as I have in college. In elementary school, I had no idea it existed. In middle school, I heard it in songs. And in high school, I heard people greet each other with the word. But in college, I've experienced the word an astounding amount of times. I've read it multiple times, and most of the time, I'm the only person of color in classes. I remember my freshman year, my English professor gave us a warning about the word and said it shouldn't be in there in the first place. I remember his tongue sliding against his teeth as he read each word in the sentence and took a pause. I looked down and stared at the word in what felt like forever. And I could remember my body sink in quicksand for the words etymology, ideology, and history. I've experienced that time and time again, not just in my English class, but other classes as well. It feels ironic to me that at the time where I finally accepted myself as a Black bisexual man, I started to see myself, the world did too. Many times my face sank while I watched motionless faces surrounded by me in its presence of the word in any form. I'm engulfed when I read it by its power, and I hang feeling stung when it's used. And the more I loved education, the more racist it got. Many people are encouraged to use it, claiming that that's who they are. I'm not. Even words like the F word or queer, I do not use because they do not describe me. It's fine if someone does. But these words have so many ideologies and evoke so many feelings that it's hard to assume that everyone has the same stance. And I'm more than those words suggest about me. I am Shamar, and I'm not giving its power. It's more than just a word. It's an attack that has been perpetuated for so many years. It can be hard for others who do not look like me to understand the harm that word can be and the implications and ideologies associated with it. People who look like me are still oppressed by the word. Not only people who just look like me, but other people who identify similarly to me. Not everyone uses it to greet themselves or encourage themselves. Not everyone is uncomfortable or scared of the word. I write this because I have the power to explain what it's like to live in a broken Black body. It it is me. I have always been seen as a Black man before anything else. It is hard to imagine a situation where I'm not just a Black man or a situation where I don't have to worry about being Black. It is not a symbiote that covers my bones. It is my skin just the same as yours. I cannot change this about me. When others who aren't opposed by the N word use it, whether it's in a song or how they use or greet each other, it causes me harm because you're not seeing me for who I am. But what about us, the Black broken bodies that have been broken for so long, just as long as America's foundation, the Black bodies that are Black, just as Black as the lies and evils within this country and the world? If you cannot see me for who I am, more than just my skin or the words that you use against me, then maybe, just maybe, we're more than alike than I thought. You are just as broken and Black inside as I am outside. You reflect the brokenness and Blackness of the negative quicksand those words create, just as I sink of the quicksand of the negativity when those words are thrown at me. So maybe hate and love are just alike as more than I thought. They both stem from being broken. While you practice broken ideologies that still harm people who look or identify like me with hate, the love I still have for you in this world comes from being broken because of hate. I cannot hate you or this world. Yet the worst feeling of all is if my words or actions do not matter, as if this was meant for nothing, as if we carried a giant rock for decades, going up a mountain forever. But progressive action takes years and years, and change takes years and years to happen. It is slow progress that takes patience. Maybe my words will never get to you. Maybe I'll reach others and they'll understand. Maybe it's the fight that counts because change will be made no matter how long it takes. Until the day that every Black or brown or minoritized body is free, just as free as the white body, the fight continues. Until Blackness and whiteness can coexist in harmony, the fight will continue. I have overcome so much in this life, and I've come to understand that I am not a shield. I am a sword. I am not a victim. I'm a victor. And if there is one word to describe me, it is resilient. Determination is in my blood. Persistence is in my bones, and resilience is my backbone. Kindness is my shield. My words are my sword. Strength is my armor. And with this pen, I shall write my story. I fight for this, no, my broken yet beautiful black benevolent body. The black body continues to be free until my black body continues to be free. I do not care how many rocks I have to step on along the way to count to this mountain of I so-called freedom. I do not care about the pain that I will face. I will rise up against any quicksand that tries to place under my feet because I have the tree branches of so many who stand before me, fighting against me, fighting alongside me, implanted by roots of strong ancestors lifting me up. See me for who I am, for I have seen you, for I had the opportunity to see you beyond your whiteness. I imagine a day where I no longer have to carry this rock or walk up this mountain alone, for you and I will be together, looking at the white phosphorescence of hope past the dark, distant past of despair. Thank you.
Shamar. We don't know each other. I'm Day. Nice to meet you. Um, you can hear your resilience and how you, and I know not everybody likes feedback. I'd be so touched by everybody that comes up here. And you said a lot. And even earlier when I split the room and I'm like, hey, look over there, you guys look over there. It's it's that, it's that I want you to see each other, excuse me, as more than just, just black skin, more than just who is this girl up here in shorts? Why does she have a Sacred Voices, shirt on? Whatever. Like, it's the prejudgment that can really stain us in ways. And fortunately for you, Shamar, you've been able to transmute that and turn it into something so beautiful with that mighty pen. So give it up one more time for Shamar. This will always be a safe space for you and for everyone. And I hope you come back. I heard you say it was your first time, so welcome. Yeah, for sure. If you're having a great time, say whoo, because we needed to exhale. Beautiful. Feel free to come in. I will try to get you guys some more chairs in just a second, but thank you for being here, sincerely. Freedom is a word, a complicated word. The platform of F stands blocky and strong, if you picture the letter F, but not really. It balances on one leg, an arabesque that can't last. Freed can mislead. It slides along the ground, assumed until the word you thought you knew emerges scrambled. And you see that only 6 letters live inside it, including me. And 20 other letters huddle in the bitter wind outside, wishing for the reach of the D and the sun's hot hug of the O. And you decide to do something. Freedom is a word. Thank you. Now, please do not forget the squiggly lines is a QR code, and you can scan that with your phone. Please go ahead and come on in, guys. Come on in. I want you guys to be nice and comfy. Nice cushion for your bottom. All right, moving right along. Dominic Francis, how are we feeling? Yeah? Now, Dominic, I know you're a return customer. I love it here. And we love you, brother. Please give it up for Dominic Francis.
Hi, hello everybody. My name is Dominic Francois. I'm going to take a quick second to get comfortable. All right, so I'm transitioning into being a all-out artist. No more 9 to 5s. No more 9 to 5s. So all-out artistry, I'm starting a nonprofit behind it. You guys can find me down the hall at Denver Community Media from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Around 5 times a week. And I'm always looking to collab. Okay, so 2 quick reads for you guys. This one's called Fâché, which means like a bittersweet anger in French. Not much for words, but all for advancement. Sometimes it's the way her clothes accents her body language. Other times it's the way her perfume highlights the pheromones. Just fâché. As swift and severe as the translation of mind to paint. The onlooker's eye awaits her glance, Understood? Tellement fâché. For consequences of beauty do not deserve you, for the earth moves as you shake. For you, sachet. Just nice, just mean, just fâché. Poem. Thank you, guys. This place is slowly becoming one of my favorite places to be. So I look forward to seeing everybody as much as I can in the future. All right, one last one, and we'll get to the next poet. To be trusted with power, sharing a language of unspeakables, sharing the vibration of the vowel. Is it unreasonable to want to be where you are? Speaking life into the sight of the tinted eye, much like dawn turning to darkened night, using bottle sweat and candle wax to tell the time. Can I trust you with power? Do I make you feel shiny? Make you feel like being human again? I need to know. Poem. Thanks, guys. The first Friday in August, I'll be doing a 20-minute set down the hall in the Masterpiece Studio. It's for First Friday Films, and it's just us. It's us putting our projects together, and they show it on a big screen, and I'm doing the opening act for them. So come on by. It's free. So if you're doing this, come on back. First Friday in August, and I believe it's every first Friday of the month. Thanks, guys. Dom_F.X on Instagram, and I want to collab with everybody. Cool.
That was Dominic Francis. Oh, Dominic, I heard you're having a 20-minute set.
Yeah.
Down the hall.
Yep.
And it's the first Friday of August. It's a 20-minute set. Did you hear that Dominic is doing a 20-minute set? First Friday. Okay. I got you, Dominic. Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, beautiful. Of course. Well, thank you for being here again. Welcome anytime. Come on back. Thank you for sharing what makes your voice sacred. Are you guys seeing the theme yet? That it's called Sacred Voices Live because everyone here, you kind of get what we're going for. Cool. This is a QR code. If you scan that QR code. But in all seriousness, if you do scan the QR code, everything is recorded as I pointed out the cameras, and you can actually request your footage using that QR code as well, because we do want you to have your footage. It's free. We're not charging anything. This event will always be free. You can always come in these doors. Thank you, Charlie. If you're having a great time, say yes. Thank you for affirming me. We'll put that down as a yes. All right. Riley Martin, how are you feeling? You ready to come up? Yeah? Come on up. Give it up for Riley Martin. Yeah, would you like to sit?
Is that good?
Okay, try that.
Okay, cool. Hi everyone, I'm Riley. It's my first time here and my last time here. I drove here from Ohio, so yeah. A few weeks ago, I got my heart broken there, so I headed west. I have 2 pet rabbits, and I brought them with me on a road trip, and I wrote a poem along the way, and that's what I'm here to share. Okay. It's called Vermilion. Here it goes. I skipped town, not because there was somewhere else to be, only somewhere I couldn't. I left trying to do right. No wonder it all feels so wrong. Finally, a gas station where no one knows whose future fiance I was. My rabbits never ask where we are, nor where he went. I keep telling myself this trip is for me, and I almost believe it. Homesick. But where is home anymore? Somewhere between leaving and arriving, I'm becoming an island. Every mountain looks at me with your eyes. I drive closer, then the blue gives way to stone. Maybe distance is the only way love can keep its colors. Like trees that spend their entire lives rooted apart, meeting only in the canopy. I've deleted every app except the ones that can't remember us. I've gone rogue, I've gone analog. I don't have to ask the daisies if you love me. I know you do. I just don't know if it's enough. Only you and God could answer that. The strangest part isn't being alone. It's having no one to witness it. Joy only feels half finished unless I can turn to show you. I keep collecting stories for someone who isn't here, maybe because you were supposed to. At least my rabbits listen. Unlike dogs, they never rush to lick away my tears. They simply stay. And that's all I could ask for. Love with nowhere to go learns to keep its hands to itself, then becomes restless, reaches into memory like a pocket, finds nothing but lint. Vermilion. Red has never been my color until life made me wear it. The color of scraped knuckles, bitten lips, sunburn, seat belts, backpack straps, everything that rubs you raw from loving something that won't stay still, no matter where you go. Lost love leaves a residue. I thought this was moving on. Really, I've been looking for you to remember this with. Then the storm arrived in Iowa, quivering tent. 2 frightened rabbits turned to me. I wanted to be held, but that night taught me to hold. That's all.
Oh, Riley. Words, words, words. Here's the thing about heartache. It happens. It sucks. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "Oh, it's the greatest thing you'll ever experience, girl. What are you complaining about?" It sucks. But how many people in here have experienced heartache? We're with you. You know what I mean? It's a universal thing, and thank you so much for sharing. I wish you an amazing journey. I love that you came west. I love that you were here. Seriously. And I'm glad that we are here to embrace you through this transition of your life. So it's going to be okay. It will. Also, your poem was like beautiful as well. I'm just like, so keep writing through it. Same thing with Shamar, right? It's like you're transmuting that energy and those emotions. So I wish you luck. Give it up one more time for Riley Martin. You know, when someone shares something like that, I'm like, and you want me to talk about QR codes? But guys, there's a QR code right here. Now, if you scan it, we're partnered with King Supers. And apparently, I know, right? Yeah, Kroger for those who are out of state. And the thing is, King Supers actually has a program that makes fundraising easy by donating to your local organizations, i.e. us, Sacred Voices. We are your local organization. So when you go on there through the QR code and you see the King Supers link, just sign up with us because you love us now. We love you now. This is forever. Nobody scanned the QR code, Aston. I don't know. You already did. There you go. They already did it. Also, we were working on chairs because I see there's still people standing. We were working on that. All right. Liam Dollar, are you ready to come up here? And did I pronounce your last name correctly? Daler. Please give it up for Liam Daler.
Yeah. I guess I'll sit. Cool. This is also my first time here. All right. Rose-colored glasses. Through rose-colored glasses, I see skewed fragments of the truth. Rosy vision paints a picture all too pretty. Through rose-colored glasses, I dream of a free, ignorant youth, too often forgotten by those grown and living in the city. Through rose-colored glasses, I see through the mass violence and grief, through to the core human beauty buried deep down beneath. Through rose-colored glasses, I stay attuned to my idealistic belief. There must be some truth to this ignorance I keep. When I remove my rose-colored glasses, I find it hard to sleep. When I remove my rose-colored glasses, I quickly start to weep. Thank you. Got one more. Ascent. Vibrant emerald blades dance to a beat only I can hear. Trees undulate in and out of view. Rubber feet pack dirt below. Dance emerald grass, sway with fervor in the spring wind, I proclaimed in glee. Sway stunning aspens back and forth through my crooked, pulsating gaze, except my latex legs gliding atop luminous chocolate dirt. I see your packed, trodden path, yet I still yearn for the hidden way through the virgin buckwheat, copulating with the jittering blades verdant. Doe, a deer, a female deer, and 3 fawns grazing berries below the buckwheat, beautiful souls of tiny glowing paper white dots, blending seamlessly into humming hazel hues. Sing pretty birds, sing godly tunes for the trees and the fawns and the grass and the wheat 10,000 feet below. My smug, silent smile breaks into fleeting laughter, followed by sour, sailing tears as I muse. With all this beauty at the base, what will I find at the top? Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Liam. Liam Daler. So you are often at the Corner Beat. Okay, perfect. Hello, Corner Beat, for those from the Corner Beat. Yeah, Corner Beat. Corner Beat is an awesome spot, and Sacred Voices salutes y'all, Corner Beat. And we also salute you, Liam. Thank you for sharing what makes your voice sacred, and I hope you come back. Yeah, awesome. Give it up one more time for Liam Daler. Now this time, I'm going to switch it up. I'm not going to talk about that QR code. I'm going to talk about family. Yeah, Charlie. Thank you. Here's the thing about family. You can choose your family. You're born into a family, right? We all know this. I am blessed and lucky enough to have my cousin in the room. I don't want you to assume, but it's that guy right there in the purple. It's that guy right there. He's right there. He's actually in town from Austin. This is my cousin, Pat G, who's amazing. He was just on stage with Lupe Fiasco the other night. And yeah, he's kind of a big deal, but also that's my cousin. So whatever. Thank you for being here. Try to get you on the list too. All right, moving right along. Jordan Thompson, are you ready to come on up? Give it up for Jordan Thompson.
It's good. How y'all doing? Can y'all hear me? You might have to adjust it just a little bit. Yeah, that's good. Thank you. I usually write something, but I kind of left it at the house, so we just go off the dome. So this one's called Scared. If you look at me, you can't tell, but I'm scared. When I walk down the street, I wonder what you see. Do you see me? Or do you just see an angry black beast? I don't know. Sometimes I worry. If a cop sees me, will they think something's under my jersey? It gets weird. Alone at night, thinking about all my friends that died. Sometimes I get scared because death by association is real, especially when you're a black kid with long black hair. I don't know why, but I be scared. And when you look at me, you can't tell because I smile ear to ear and I laugh at all your jokes. But deep down inside, I'm scared as a motherfucker. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Yeah, you guys are right on theme, and we didn't even present a theme. Jordan, when I look at you, I didn't get scared. I liked your hoodie. And then I said some corny joke earlier, and I was like, oh, I like his smile. And then you came up here, and I realized, wow, he's tall. Then I thought to myself, he's vulnerable, and that is a beautiful thing. So you're a very layered man. I don't know much about you. I know you didn't scan the QR code. You did. You did. But in all seriousness, Jordan, thank you for being here. We see you, bro, and I'm so glad you're here, and I hope you come back because I feel like you're a first timer too, right? Yes. Give it up for Jordan Thompson. I probably should have said this earlier, but if we cuss, we can't necessarily put it on the public access, like the televised portion, but we can still put it on social media. Okay. And I'm going to see if I can go in the back and tell them it's cool. It's cool. But yeah, I should have said that earlier. But we're good. We're good. We're good. All right. I keep missing Mix J. So, because you want me to skip you this time, though. Okay. My apologies. Charlie, El Colibri MC, you ready? Give it up for Charlie.
How's everyone? Oh, come on now. Give me a little bit more energy. How's everyone? Hey, there we go. There we go. So my name's Charlie El Colibri MC. I'm a writer. I'm a poet. I'm a lot of things, question marks. I talk to myself in the third person a lot, especially nowadays. That's how I keep myself entertained. So yeah, y'all gonna have a little bit of fun with this little segment. Before I start though, if you like what you hear, because I always forget, if you like what you hear, I am on social media, Aztec King 365. That's Aztec like Aztecs, and then King because I'm royalty, and 365 because I do this all year. Real easy. But yeah. So we're gonna do a little science experiment because I'm a physicist too, quantum mechanics, all that jazz. So we're gonna time travel. This first piece, I wrote this 6 years ago. Haven't unearthed it since, so it's dusty. It's dusty. It took me a minute to pull it out. But you know what? It was the 4th of July. Some folks who know what I do, you already know what's about to go down. Folks that don't know, y'all are in for a treat. So, all right. Growing up, I was told to stand, raise my hand across my heart, pledge allegiance to a red, white, and blue flag, porque that's what I was taught. To be grateful for a nation, be grateful for those who died for its bloody creation, be grateful that we live in a country with a proud vindication, head held high as we shine a brilliant determination that we're number one. Slowly but surely, my curiosity noticed how between the stars and stripes, there were these tiny little cracks, pocket-marked bullet holes as I took a look and started to see the hidden truth. Black and brown youths laid out on cold cement floors, caked in dried tears and crimson red traces of capitalism's racist faces that leer and see us as just profit margins on their spreadsheets, chipping away at this illusion where this land is your land, this land is my land. Wait, this land is my land. From the New York Island to the Western Mountains, I can see this land is not meant for you and me if the me in question doesn't have the same 9-digit serial code, doesn't speak perfect English, and doesn't praise your holy trinity, greed, fear, and a gluttonous Christian zeal, if the me in question isn't willing to act white. I'm really awkward with transition, so yeah. Young me was on some different stuff. Yeah. 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 So I'm kind of tired too, not gonna lie. I had a cold brew gelato. It's not doing me any justice right now, so apologies. I'm acting so nonchalant. Just want to read something real quick though. This one ain't any of my writings. This one's a little news little update that I saw on the BBC network about something that happened in Texas recently too. I got family down there. Ironic. So apparently a 52-year-old by the name of Lorenzo Salgado, a Mexican national, was stopped at 7 local time. I guess that's 12 GMT. I don't know what GMT stands for, but hey, while driving to work and was killed shortly afterwards. DHS, aka the Department of Homeland Security, aka ICE agents, aka fuck ICE. Can I say that again? Yeah, fuck ICE. One more time for the people in the back. Fuck ICE. And one more time for the people on digital scapes. Fuck ICE. Yeah. We can blur that out. Yeah. So they said on Thursday that apparently the stop was initiated because they saw a white van with an individual who resembled a target of an operation. That's crazy. They have said that the officer shot in self-defense. Oh, that's interesting. They shot in self-defense for a 52-year-old driving to work. That's kind of crazy if you think about it. So, yeah, dealing with that, processing with that. My pops was 52 when he was incarcerated. Oh, yeah, that's right. He was detained when he was 52 and he was here at Geo. And I do remember all that. Wow, talk about visceral living. But anyway, I got another poem. That'd be spitballing and throwing stuff out there. Yeah, let's see. This one's a little bit more newer. This definitely hasn't changed my vibe. Y'all gonna pick up on this very quickly. I've been called by many names from many pages of my life that I have scripted together into this compendium of cultural mischief that wide eyes tend to foam and try to buy and commodify. The outliers, I uplift my essence off white pages, grammatically incorrect, but phonetically I dance circles around barricades meant to keep me caged. I whip my words into maelstroms of aquatic tidal waves that put Moby Dick to shame. My breasts are from the sleeping Leviathan White Walkers warn you about. There's no deals to make with a devil that looks like me with a slightly off-color exterior already making folks shiver in fear that I'm already down for being sun-kissed. That's right, it's just my looks that put people at ease since it's the culture they want. They don't want the body, they want the soul, juice like a sliced orange since I guess we didn't make the cut to be America's next top wanted forbidden fruit. Just hang my body out to dry as you continue to pillage. I spit magma barbed lace venom through my volcanic obsidian fangs. I can mirror refracted histories to be a part of reality, corroding through time and space, creating new fonts. Time's not Roman. I owe no dues to any impersonators. Stinging reminders I'm the beating heartbeat of my grandmother's eternal Simpasushil garden, where I swung on ancestral vines that could and can never be chopped down. I own my resilience to the jungle roots that gave rise to a certified Colibri MC that you most definitely see rocking with each wing beat. That's all I got for today. All right, stuff. Also, before I leave, this little handy dandy backpack, I also publish books. If you want a copy, I'll be in the back. You already know. Best offer at this point. But yeah, cool.
You never know what's in a man's bag until he tells you. And that man right there, that man Charlie, he has books in that bag. Reliable source. I know exactly what's in that bag. And I'm glad you said it because usually you come up here and then I'm like, hey guys, he actually has written books. And I own one. And there's highlighter and scribbles in it because I just love it. We will. Be patient. Has it been 2 years, Charlie? Charlie. Well, give it up one more time for Charlie El Colibri MC. All right. While you all are scanning the QR codes, this is called Won't You Celebrate With Me by Lucille Clifton. Won't you celebrate with me what I have shaped into a kind of life I had no model? Born in Babylon, both non-white and woman. What did I see to be except myself? I made it up. Here on this bridge between starshine and clay, my one hand holding tight my other hand. Come celebrate with me that every day something has tried to kill me and has failed. Thank you. Did you scan it? Mix J, who was just such an amazing human being, and I'm sure will tell you about the open mic that they host every third Wednesday at Same Cafe. So that's just me giving you a prelude to somebody who is so amazing, and I know you have so much support in this room. Give it up for Mix J.
Yes. Is this on? Has this been on? Okay. What are we doing here? No. Hi, everybody. My name is Mix J. I use they, them, their singular pronouns. So you were close, Sarah Day. You were close. You use it plurally. You'll get there next time. Yeah, so I got a lot to say. I got a lot to tell y'all. And I don't know if you've noticed, but Sacred Voices is really like hitting the ground running this year, or like the summer at least. Order of events coming up on Sunday. We are partnering with Denver Community Markets. I'm a full-time vendor and maker, so I've been vending at that. Cody's a homie, so we talked about collaboration. So we're hosting this month and next month, and there'll be like 60 plus vendors, local artists, and Denver's is usually there set up as well, tabling. So we're going to be tabling. I'm going to be hosting a workshop throughout, and we'll have performances from some of us board members, and that's 11 to 4. Performances are 12 to 3. So come to that. All the information, I would personally get on Instagram and look up community.markets. That's their page for all that. Thank you, Mir I Am. Mir I Am's locked in with the phone. That's our feature, by the way. Give it up for a feature that I'm going to have to miss, Mir I Am. But you are here because of me, and I'm glad you're here. We've collaborated a bunch. And yes, I gave out some flyers already. Some of you have like this double-sided flyer. On one side is my monthly open mic at Same Cafe. It's coming up this Wednesday. My feature this month is Ira Liss. We will be having, yes, a in like a theater workshop. Yeah, it'll be fun. Come through. More information. My Instagram is on that side of the flyer. And then if you've seen these are Sacred Voices monthly community events. I host the writing workshop every month, coming up next week, Saturday. And then we will stroll on over right around the corner for the Sacred Voices fundraiser, which is 3 to 6, 2 to 4 workshop, 3 to 6. So, they'll get started. Whoever comes to the workshop, we'll just head on over there. And it's in the like York Street kind of area, all the addresses and stuff. You can find them. They're on the flyers. And you don't have to, I like to tell people, you don't have to be a poet. You can be a comedian. You can be any kind of writer, lyricist, whatever you want. I tailor my workshops to be inclusive. So come through for that. I've been hosting that for like a year and a half now. And then speaking of the fundraiser, and yes, I just updated the QR code too, so I'm glad Sarah Day is pushing it so hard, because backstage, back in that room, I was like, let's make this look better. We released some zines. Yes. And then I lost them last week. But I printed a bunch more. So we actually cannot sell these to you right here. So if you're interested though, go to our link tree, talk to one of us. This is the bigger version. There are 18 pieces of writing, like poems and like you have like songs that you adapted for this, right? I mean, okay, Aston does though, I think. This is the bigger one. It's $10, and then the smaller one is $5. We will have them available at the fundraiser or wherever. And I did think I might read part of one of mine in here. Yeah, and it's a perfect segue because I'm gonna go do that right now. Let's see. This is actually, so just so you know, this is my favorite poem. I mean, that's what I say in the poem, and it's still one of my favorites. I actually performed the full poem on Tuesday at Inner Circle open mic, so I'm not going to do the whole thing, and I have some new shit that I want to share. So this one's old shit, so stay with me now. Just kidding. This one is titled, it's on page 8, which is really ironic. It's my favorite number. The one about no one in particular, but everything else. And some of you have heard this quite a few times. I wrote it 3 years ago. I want to hold you like a stick and play you like a drum. Twirl you between my fingers like the wind does, and scream you out of my lungs. I want to move you to a melody smoothly with my poly tongue, and squint at you like a beach bum under the warm sun. I want my poetry to fulfill my dreams. I want to create you from the depths of the earth, sewing you seam by seam, writing you line by line, and reading you to filth. One day, when I look back at this, I'll be glad I didn't write when I was just sad or pissed, because this is my favorite poem, and that is all you get for right now from that one. Get the zines. And so what we fundraise for, what we're trying to get donations for, especially monthly, would be great. Each board member, we're trying to get 5 people to donate $5 a month. And that's like, price of a coffee. And I don't even drink coffee, so I got that money loaded. I actually do donate monthly, which is ironic a little bit. But yeah, it goes to our youth programs. So we have a couple of partnerships coming up with All In Cafetzin. In September, we will have a youth open mic. And that's really important because Not all, like literally I'm wearing a shirt and the reason it's like covered up. Some of you have peeped it, some of you know I make these. So it's like, not everything that we do, especially open mics, are considered appropriate. Let's just say that for everybody. And the workshops, everything Sacred Voices does is for all ages. So we're fundraising to stay afloat. So yeah, help us out. I wanna read this one because I'm kind of dedicating it to Aston, who's in the back, who is our co-director, and you'll find out why. It's really short. I wrote this Monday. I received a phone call mid-crying while listening to Messy by Lola Young. I paused my crying and took the call because I am a good little board member. But even more so, I am so damn good at masking. I choose to show my vulnerability, and I do every day. And I almost always regret it. I'm crying because I'm feeling my anxiously attached mania, and I'm conscious of how unreasonable it is. And that's upsetting because I feel like I can't stop it. Some months are better, others I'm chasing, yet I don't need to. So that's that one. Yeah, Aston called me. I was driving to our meeting with Cody from Denver Community Markets, and it's scary actually. How you can just pause your emotions. So yeah, thanks for listening to that. And then I will read this. I was actually gonna send this to someone. The main person causing my anxiously attached feelings to come up. No person or relationship is perfect, and life is too short to bounce from person to person because things didn't work out. I'm a relationship anarchist, but I feel like I want to delete myself from ever having been in your life because I felt like such a burden. It's so embarrassing. I don't feel good about how I've let my anxieties take over and how I've hurt us, and we weren't able to be on the same page enough Tuesday morning. Should I just go away? I didn't understand why you were being so stubborn about making a plan to talk later. When we were hugging, there were too many people talking at us, shouting at us, actually. It's just misgendering. But I'm glad you spoke up as well. But I couldn't focus on the hug. I wish we had taken more time for a proper goodbye, then maybe I wouldn't have been so sensitive to not having an agreement for revisiting the conversation. I would not have yelled at you. I don't think I was doing that for the most part to begin with, if we had made a plan. I don't want to yell or be upset with you. Sometimes things are hard when there's disagreement or miscommunication. And that's that. Writing, I don't know. I have a background in I'm a certified mediator and my degrees in communication. Worked at the conflict center, so I'm always talking about like attachment theory and miscommunication, misunderstanding, because most problems are because of that. Actually, we're not really out here trying to hurt each other. And I'm gonna end on this really brief one because it's something. It's like 2 weeks old. It's 2:18 on a Sunday. One of 3 drunk people yelling in the street says, "I'm watering a plant that don't care to live, bro." Don't let anyone tell you poetry isn't everywhere. You just have to listen. Thank you all for listening. Let me know if you have any questions about everything. I will be here another 10 minutes, unfortunately. Enjoy the feature. It's going to be great.
Give it up one more time for Mix J. Perfect. What was I gonna say? That you're incredible. Oh, thanks. Thanks. This is true. Yeah. Yes, you were. I love it. All right. Well, moving right along, we have just a couple of more before our featured performer. Nicholas Clark. You ready to come on up here? Give it up for Nicholas Clark.
I think this is okay, right? You guys can hear me? All right. Glad to be here. First time here. Speaking of family, Anna Marie's my daughter. Yeah, so the one you heard earlier. Yep. My pen name It's pronounced beast, but it reads be a saint. If you want to look it up, go to facebook.com/metaphoricbeast. Okay. And yeah, this whole poetry thing started as an escape for me, a place I go when my thoughts need organizing because I can't go forward with them so unruly. Can I write something happy? I guess we will have to see. However, I embrace the darkness, truly. Whether or not you like my writing, whatever emotion it suddenly has you feeling, touching your soul is my ability. Maybe my words made you feel guilty, but only God can judge, and they're not the jury. This isn't even a trial. Why all the fury? You're the only one who looks unhappy. So every time you see me smiling, no, I'm married to this pen. This pad is my boxing ring, and I won't quit until I'm the greatest, Ollie. Thank you.
Nicholas, where'd you go? Come back up here for a second. I'm not done with you yet, buddy.
Okay, what's up?
I want to see your best beast mode face. Ooh. Give it up for Nicholas Clark. If I did that, they would send me home. What's wrong with her? All right, I love it. I love it. Thank you for being here. I believe it. I'm assuming it's your first time here too, right? Okay, perfect. So I hope you both come back. Sincerely, that's awesome that you're just like out here hanging with your daughter. Like, I love it. Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing what makes your voice sacred, sir. 2Q, are you ready to come on up? And may I just shout you out for donating a little bit ago too?
That was my wife. She just used my name. So
Woo! Shout out to Q's wife.
yes,
Thank you.
yes. We got married. What was it? 3 months ago now, and it's been a pretty awesome 3 months. Yeah, I got married, moved out here like a month ago. So it's been a pretty crazy 2026. I have no idea what I'm doing. I didn't look at anything. All right, I'm gonna start with this one that I wrote earlier today, and I am gonna sit. Which this isn't done, it just kind of ends. So I'll do a little bow or something, I don't know. Sometimes I can hear my ancestors talking to me. They whisper in my ear whatever they think might help me escape the past that swallowed them so bitterly. They recognize where the snakes are all around. The collective thousands of years of past experience between them used for my protection against my fellow humans who might care about me in the wrong ways. They're that hesitation before I go talk to that girl who looks like trouble, the voice that tells me to leave the party I end up seeing on the news that next morning. What kept me from succumbing to all the burning stoves and high ledges and other things that would have killed me young had curiosity truly been my only guide. Where would I be without them? Sometimes I can hear my ancestors talking to me. They keep me up at night. The fear that was put into their bones by the cruelty around them has left me traumatized by memories I will never have. I wake up sweating, clutching my chest, convinced that all the things that gnash their teeth in the dark are coming for me. They tell me my enemies are around me, that my friends cannot be trusted, that I can't be trusted by myself. They talk to me until I can't hear my own voice, until their beliefs become my own, until I leave behind the modern world and what I know rationally to become animalistic in my instincts of fear and terror, despite knowing that that will not help or soothe me in the slightest. I don't blame them. That thumping of my heart that consumes me so much was what let them live, what let them escape whatever horrible thing was in pursuit. Unfortunately, no amount of fast heartbeats can solve the problems that currently stress me. Sometimes I can hear my ancestors talking to me. They whisper terrible things, things that make me realize that I do not come from some righteous line all the way down. things that make my skin crawl and at the same time excite the villain in me, things that make me realize being a good person is an extremely optional thing. They're the ones the other voices in my head have been traumatized by. The ones who helped create language for the sole the ones who helped create language for the sole reason of spilling their own prejudices and hate with more precision. The ones who helped build the houses in the village so they could trap their victims behind walls they couldn't escape from. The ones who want nothing more than to continue the cycle, to hurt as they've been hurt again and again and again. I'm not sure what side I'm going to end up on. When I'm gone, I don't know what my voice is going to sound like to my descendants, if I'm going to be guiding them over pitfalls or waking them up in the night, or I'll just be temptation that can be mistaken for the devil in their ear. I don't know. I think it might just be too early to tell. And that's what I got for that. Yeah, as it was said before, I'm 2Q. It stands for 2 quarters because I'm half black, but one of my friends told me that it looks like I could only be 2 quarters at most. So yeah, that's me. Thank you.
I love it. And now I love you and your wife who donated to Sacred Voices. 2Q, you've been here before, yeah? Right? Okay, that's what I was thinking. Well, welcome back. I try not to forget friendly faces. Okay, got it. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing in this energy, all the things, okay? Give it up one more time for 2Q. Now, this show is not possible without the support of our local community of poets, artists, musicians, and activists. I want to shout out all the donors. Now, I convinced them to let me do just first names, but it's no disrespect, okay? It's just a long list. All right? We receive about $170, which we'll probably need to update that, in recurring monthly donations. This program costs $665 to put on every month. Now, recurring donations only get us about 25% of the way to being fully funded. We'll always be free. You can always come through these doors for free. We're never going to charge you for your footage, any of that. If you feel uplifted by this space and want to see it flourish for years to come, please consider supporting us with a one-time donation. Yes, you guessed it, using that QR code. Right? So a big shout out to Jesse, Christian, Celine, Lacey, Christine, Michael. I feel like that song. Sorry. There's a rap song when he's just saying all the names. So inappropriate. I'm so sorry. All right. All right. Jesse, Christian, Celine, Lacey, Christine, Michael, Melina, Alfredo, Emily, Holly, Kai, Hannah, Jeremiah, Nyla, Chris, David, 2Q, Sierra, Adair, Radiance, Aston, Alicia, Stacy, Steven, Sarita, Victor, and last but not least, Mika. Give it up for all of our monthly donations. I'm gonna listen to that song when I get in the car. Okay, we have one more person to go. Mateo, are you back there? I heard someone say yes. Mateo, can you show yourself? Mateo? Give it up for Mateo.
Hi, everybody. I was just back there. Yeah, they were yelling at me about which door I was leaving out of, but I just left out of that one because it was faster. So, awesome. Well, how's everybody doing tonight? Awesome. It's been a minute since I've been at a Sacred Voices open mic. But yeah, this is just, friendly reminder. I am on the board of Sacred Voices. We are having our fundraiser. This is upcoming next week. So if y'all can make it out, yeah, it's just a really great way to show support for the organization. We're going to be selling some Sacred Voices zines as well that are actually a compilation of work from, Sacred Voices board members. So one of my pieces that I'm going to be reading tonight is actually included in that zine. It's part of a much larger sort of work that I created. But yeah, it's called Odisea Dystopica, which means dystopic odyssey. And it was really just a reflection that I've had about the socio-political realities of living in Denver right now. So I hope that speaks to y'all. And yeah, come out to the fundraiser. All right. Act 1, Madre Tierra. The sun is sticking to my skin more than usual. The weatherman says it's going to be the hottest winter in Denver this year, and I have a feeling that I know who might be causing it. Gazing out at the purple Rocky Mountains, with the Suncor oil refinery sulfuric clouds broiling in the sky, raining down acid rain over Commerce City. Like all pieces of the Denver metro area, each of our barrios has a role to play in the socioeconomic puzzle of our state. And Commerce City has always been a route to somewhere else for somebody else's agenda. I grew up down the way of the Platte River, down in Southwest Denver. The costs of climate change will not be borne out equally in this country or the next, with the global South seeing the highest warming and catastrophe. The technocratic man-children who run our society suffer from a God complex and a fascination with immortality. Musk and Bezos spend so much time playing with spaceships because they believe there is yet another planet or dimension left to conquer, and they don't mind wagering our time, attention, or the air that we breathe on the bet that they might find one. The most connected that I have felt to La Madre Tierra has been in the lands of my ancestors in Chihuahua, Mexico, and deep in the Rocky Mountains. Taking psychedelic medicine, mushrooms communicate to one another through electric currents and in the human brain when ingested, to carve out new paths of consciousness. My first time tripping, an existential urgency coursed through my veins as La Madre Tierra pleaded in my system for me to listen. I reflected that the most dangerous man alive is the one who doesn't listen to his mother, never tunes into the divine feminine inside of him. This is how he comes to believe that he is God and apart from the mother that births him. Much of the suffering in humanity is tied back to this disequilibrium. I saw visions of men in my life weaving a tapestry of liberation between humble hands. I may not know the names of my ancestors or where exactly my roots lie, but my blood recounts stories and flowers kaleidoscopic in remembering. Really quick, do we have time for Act 2 or no? Okay, all right. So, all right, this is Act 2. And this is, once again, part of like kind of a broader work. There's 4 pieces in total, but I'll only share these 2 with you all today. Act 2, politics. Politics is about who you know, how much money you have, and how you influence power. Tell me about the Colorado state budget, teachers testifying shoulder to healthcare workers in the People's House, while people shoot up in tents outside the Golden Dome. Politicians say there isn't enough money for education, housing, and healthcare, while we have billions to pay for bombs in Iran and Gaza. Think tanks write policy briefs on the issue. Scholars schematize the same anatomy of greed, though I believe that the French discovered the solution back in 1789. I am tired of asking questions that lead to the same root causes. A capitalist system that prioritizes profit over life. Education, housing, and healthcare are not a right in this country. The American people are merely a cash cow for the upper class, and they do not mind if we make a bit of noise while we wait in line for slaughter. A seasoned organizer sees a familiar look in my eye when I speak, and he tells me, after all of his decades of being in the struggle, he has a very sobered view on liberation work, which is to say, that liberation is messy and we still have a duty to win against an enemy shape-shifting before our very eyes. He tells me that every initiative he's ever been involved in no longer exists, at least not in the way it was originally conceived. I'm reminded that the only constant in life is change and still death. And then the cycle repeats again, constantly in movement. Now we Olin. I do not know what form our political revolution needs to take, but the revolution will not be televised. Thank you.
I like how you just exit stage right. So professional. That is Mateo. Mateo is actually on the Sacred Voices board as well. Amazing talent, cool guy, both on and off the mic. Just a cool dude. Thank you for being here and thank you for sharing. I know sometimes we got to drag you out of that back room, but you may re-enter. Give it up one more time for Mateo. All right. I do want to make sure I say this right. Is it Chernila? Chernila? Okay, perfect. All right. We have had an amazing evening, and it is time for us to get to our featured poet, the lovely Mir I Am. All right. Let me introduce you. I got you. I got you. Mir I Am Chernila is many things to many people. A self-married single mother, poet, singer, open mic host, massage therapist, movement instructor, and performing arts and nature enthusiast, to name a few. She is a graduate of theater arts from Metropolitan State College of Denver. She is a beloved local poet on the many open mic stages of Denver. Absolutely true. Recently, Mir I Am substituted as host, creating the writing workshop How to Sing Your Poems at the Writer's Room, which is Sacred Voices monthly workshop. She has performed professionally as a lead and backup vocalist for a decade in local bands the Pamlico Sound and Lost Dog Ensemble, and is currently performing with John Romero's Eclectic Ensemble. She is a veteran open mic host, having hosted and curated open mics in Denver since 2001. Mir I Am is actively integrating her skills and turning her spoken poetry or elements of poems into song. She is in the process of writing, editing, and publishing her written works with hopes of also including a form of her spoken and sung poetry. Please, with all your might, give it up for Mir I Am.
Okay. Peace, everyone. Here I am. Here I am. Little man, I got a lot of things to say. A little background on my name. Miriam is my middle name. My mom named me. Jessica Miriam Chernila is how I was born. Mir means peace in Ukrainian, Russian, and Polish, which are the background that I know that I am connected to. So I kind of took apart the anyway. So it's Mir I Am, like peace I am. It also means world in those languages. So it's world I am, peace I am. So just playing with that a little bit. I changed it in 2021. I got cancer. I was diagnosed with cancer, with lymphoma, and I've been in remission since 2022. So I kind of took on a new name, and that's where that all started. A lot of people you'll see call me Jessica, and so that's because it's kind of new. So that's it. Up. I'm gonna plug my own events real quick. One of them is actually this one on this flyer, because this weekend I guess the world just wants to love me, so I'm gonna let it, and that's okay. I also teach Qigong at the Mo Better Green Marketplace. I don't know if you've been there, but it is, I think, the only Black-owned market, farmers market in Colorado. Beverly Grant is amazing community healer, food, healer. She's a gardener, and she creates, there's such good food there. Y'all haven't even seen produce till you go to one of these, because you go to the produce and get these little mushrooms, you're like, you go there, you get a brain sized lion's mane. Go there, go support that market. And I teach at 12. So I teach a little Qigong. It's kind of fun for the season every Saturday. That's at 2401 Welton Street at the Charles Cousins Plaza. Also on Sunday, I'm doing another open mic, a new open mic that's once a month. It's Felisa Latin Soul. It's her baby, but she has us co-hosting. She's also a singer. I do some backup vocals with her, and so I'm gonna do one of her songs with her as well as kind of co-host. And it's 11 to 1 on the 16th Street Mall down on by the pavilions. Okay, now to my poetry. So just kind of reading the room and the climate. I'm gonna start with some political, and then we'll move through. I do a lot of different, I kind of move through worlds with my work. This one, I never say what this really, to me, this is really about not how I wish to see the world, but this is how I see the world if we keep going in the same direction that we are choosing to go. And we are not, I don't think we the people are really choosing that. They're doing this, but it's not going to work, man. We're creating a really dystopic future if we keep on this way. So This one is called Last Olive Tree Standing. Do you look so proudly over what earth you have leveled with your greed, plucked 400-year-old olive trees out of the earth in front of her children, then killed them? Laid barren a land for your taking, not with fertile earth, but with white phosphorus, as far as the eye can see, from the river to the sea. Oh, how proud you must be. Oh, look what you have done. Oh, look what you have won. You will only reap exactly what you've sown because you believe the lie that any of this do we own. Oh, brave soldiers in this brave new world where you goose step your manifest destiny over the lands where your shrapnels and dying drones mix with white phosphorus and the bones of slaughtered children, mixed with the bodies and homes of mothers and fathers and brothers and sisters who you say were our cousins. What a lovely family affair. It's only sad none of them are there for the reunion. And while you bulldoze and build your utopic fantasy, the financiers in Belgium and Britain and the US and China and Germany and all sip their cocktails and watch you and watch you die in the white dust of death you've won. While they siphon the oil and build new drones, bombs, and guns. Look into the land you think your God has laid before you and see a land overgrown with a poison that will surely destroy you, that you have so strategically planted for this, your promised land. You're right. This is different than the colonies of the past, not because our ancestors were victims of genocide too, which should lead you against this mass destruction you pursue. No, it's different because it's so high tech you will choke in its dust. Everything you plant will wither. Everything you erect will rust. Nothing will grow here. Fields of poison will be all your children will play in. And they will die of the poison you planted and the cruel beds you made them lay in. There will be no one else to blame. No victors or winners in this deadly endgame. Only the last olive tree standing will weep for all her children, even yours. And your hardened heart will only lie broken, not triumphant, till the calling of the last trumpet. As you stand on your mother, maybe then will you remove your blood-stained boots and leave them outside the home of her door. Will you finally let yourself weep then? O soldiers of Israel, as your children die of the poisons you've planted in the soils of Palestine, will you only realize what never again for anyone truly means? Okay, so I just had to put that one out there. You know, some poems wake you up in the middle of the night and make you write them. That was that poem, you know. It's just like, I got to figure out how to say this so that even the people, because we all speak to each other. Like, you know, we agree this is wrong, but how do you speak to the people who are doing it? How does your heart break? Why would you do some shit like that and not think that your heart is infallible of breaking? That's what came to me was that it's. So anyway, I've never really explained that. So thank you for letting me kind of share that. Okay, so next. This one is this one has a lot of cuss words in it, so I don't know. There's a lot of them, so I'm gonna share it. How many can I do? Yeah. Oh, wait, okay. Sweet. This one is okay, this one's here. I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna start sad and end kind of happy, if that's okay. I'm just gonna. I know that was kind of intense, so. This one is called Poem Lodged. There's a poem stuck in my throat, lodged in my vocal cords, gnawing into my jugular. It has been threatened by an angel with a hand grenade hidden in my host, mother, service worker, caregiver, daughter, everybody's sister, healer, can't have a problem because the world is hanging from a thread of its tethered hope, and ain't nothing that I've got to say is important as all this pain and beauty around me. So smile. It is the razor blade in my perpetual announcements. It is your paper cut poem. It is my tongue tightening around my enthusiasm to satiate the wounded. It is the fatigue that holds me back from showing my gratitude. It is a nightmare we are sharing while the sunset is most beautiful. It is the scrawled poem of a mother found in her pockets on the day she is found dead, huddled over bills. It is the cut arm art of teenage pain management love song. It is another burned pot. It is using it over and over again. It is an army of thunderous words drowned into whispers to fall below the bellow of clean dishes. It is battling willful children and losing. It is battling willful children and winning. It is falling into fits of laughter and wrestling. It is books the 15th read while eyes are barely open. It is falling into clouds of pillow cuddle and small curled hands smiling open, broken hearts. It is love letters from prison. It is never answering them. It is longing to. It is stuck in my throat. That's an old one. That's some old shit, y'all. Old shit. Okay. Okay. I love you. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna change the wording a little bit. I might just mess around and change my mind. Because you know we all gotta mess around and find out sometimes, right? Okay. Watch me mess around and change my mind this time. Watch me do the unpredictable and no longer grease the wheels of the machine by doing better than just what I say and instead exactly what I mean. Release or reinvent every way I am seen, whether holy or obscene. You won't know what I'm saying till you feel what I actually mean. Here's a hint. I'm not a human doing. I'm a flippin' human being. Whether I'm seen or unseen, whether I'm stepping on or off the scene, I might just mess around and do the unexpected, gonna mess around and be resurrected. I might just fast from toxicity and get so clear. Might start my new year right now, right here. Watch me turn away all processed foods, take rest in interludes, watch me mind my own damn business and have an attitude. And go ahead and watch me be misconstrued while I ready myself for revolution, become a part of the solution, figure out a way to get clear of all this confusion, mess around and let my heart break open into alchemical fusion. Watch me not entertain gossip unless it is spoken to the person of concern. Watch me do more than yearn. Watch me teach and watch me learn. Watch me do better. Watch me do it for the culture, but also for my own flippin' pleasure. Watch me not mess around and waste your time, and watch me not let you waste mine. Watch me achieve spiritual, emotional, financial wealth and healing without losing my soul. I might mess around and get on a roll instead of playing one. Watch me getting some. Daily meditation, movement, nature time, songwriting, journaling, poetry, and time in the community. Watch me. Watch me not brood, but heal. Watch me get so real. Watch me reemerge from the quantum field, the version I've been all along. Deep inside. Watch me listen to the ancestors and follow my guides. Watch me give thanks to Source and go along for the ride. Watch me mess around and endeavor to hug my inner people pleaser goodbye forever. Watch me say something clever. Watch me interject it. Watch me be asked to do something I don't want to do and reject it. I said it before, so I'll resurrect it. I might just mess around and change my mind. That's it. Thank you. That one always feels good. Like now I'm gotta like make sure I'm doing all that. Okay. All right. This one is kind of yes. This one is my ode to nature. I did marry myself. I have a love affair with nature, but I also really like me. And I did it at a tree. There's a tree in Cheeseman Park called the Poet Tree. Liam's been there. Mom's been there. It's you're welcome to come. It's every solstice and equinox. We gather there. We put poems all over the tree and we read them to each other from the tree because it's called the Poet Tree. You know what I'm saying? So very cool. We just had Pride at the Poetry. So all the authors were in the LGBT community. It was beautiful. And yeah, and you know, bring your own poems, bring poems that you like. And yeah, we'll talk more about that later. This is no invitation to kiss me like the rain. Only the rain can do that. Multiple wet lips slightly licking my many-petaled skin till she is taste touching my thoughts and painting pouted plots of love all over my skin. I mean, I can barely begin to reach his skies when I'm covered in his sighs of ecstatic silence. My. But you can try. I mean, you can try, but you can't even soothe me like the earth on her heated hearth of velvet skin. Silken sands, his wandering hands massaging my feet with the sun's healing plans. They warm me like a stolen glance I am longing to find again. Forest green and mahogany browns, mud baths of squish, wet sounds. Feeling lost and found in the same sanctuary of my innocence and decay. I seize and lazy away the day in the same orgasm of time and timelessness and pines and titillating treetop climbs, stretching into animal shapes in hidden leaved landscapes. The welcoming wood, so sturdy and firm, literally holds my whole body while I squirm. I am affirmed each risk I take to climb. I look up and see she is molding me. Seriously, her leafy cathedral kaleidoscope is soldering my rainbow like stained glass. He summons their lips lock and hold me in alchemical metal and crystalline prism spectrum light in all directions. You can't even imagine the warmth of my lover, the sun's erection. In his subtle might, he is melting onto my skin with invisible fire to heat my blood and warm my desire, makes me sing a deep volcano from within. She brings me to a simmer and a shimmy and a shake in a sweat and stupor with barefoot dance. I woo her into me. She brings me forests of trees to climb. He creeps up my spine, links spirit with mine. I mean, you can try, but there is no hesitation. The river knows my name. You couldn't even pronounce it. Only the river can know that. Every time I submerge into her cold waters, I am her lover, her mother, her daughter, reborn and refreshed, enmeshed in the flow of life. She tickles between my toes and trickles whispered whispers of love onto my lips. She exists around and within me, remembering our origin, our salty sex pouring in from oceans of primal beginnings, to even seek my ocean wide. My tributaries and creek sides glide in and ride my ocean, bask in the warmth of my heart fire devotion, hear the galactic wind song of my desire, feel the hold of my earth. I have to fact check your worth, but you can try. You can try. So that's that one. So I used to perform that with the feature for Alma Express, Ira Liss, is a part of this kind of poetry theater ensemble. So my stuff's a little theatrical. I am, theater kid. So that's kind of, that's how I get down. Okay, the last piece I'm gonna do is the one that's I've been doing the most recently. I was hoping there would be a musician in the house with a guitar or something, but I think everybody kind of left early. But this one's called Good Company, but I sing it and I also read it. And it's kind of a trick ending, so pay attention. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. Pay attention, okay? Thank you. I love the way you drink your tea, taking in the flavors like prayer, meditating on the moment it lingers until it's no longer there, sunken into the fabric of the day. But what I mean to say is, I love your tongue, how it licks your lips just to make sure they've had a drink, and how your lips respond to pucker or pout, like readying themselves for a night out. But what I mean to say is, I love your voice when she sings the road trips to the continents within your heart and comes about to speaking your mind. Let your head down when she sings about something she's trying to find. The words flowing out like a haphazard map, each pit stop, the harmonies, side roads, and the keys are top down and ready to an open sky. What I mean to say is, I love it when you hold the sky open with your eyes, and the way you love the scent of jasmine. Feeling the colors of the cotton candy clouds, how you swirl them around your joy and your terror. Like a bubble gun. Pew, pew, pew. But what I mean to say is, I love your smile when she is broken, open, at the color and flavor of a blood orange given to you on Valentine's Day by your son. Every memory felt and every story unsung. But what I'm saying is, and what I've been trying to say is, I love me the way I am often alone, but seldom lonely. Thank you so much, everyone. And I'm going to pass out these flyers. So thank you so much. Thank you so much to Sacred Voices. Give it up for Sacred Voices. Putting it down all the time. I'm so grateful for being featured. It's been a while. I love to sing and do my poetry, and it's wonderful to have an opportunity to share it all with y'all. Thank you so much for being here and having your presence to hear me. Thank you.
Keep that applause going, y'all. Give it up one more time for Mir I Am. Aw. That was such a beautiful performance. Thank you so much for sharing your voice. It has been a really, really good turnout for tonight. So thank you all for showing up and showing out. I am not Sarah Day. She had to leave us to go to rehearsal. So give it up for our wonderful host. Okay. Because Sarah Day really is the best host in the city. Like, I'm biased, but I'm also right. But my name is Radiance Bukhari. I am the chair of Sacred Voices. I am also a poet and a musician, and so glad to see so many beautiful artists in the crowd. So thank you for showing up. Thank you to anybody who is tuning in for our live stream. I know that Sarah Day has told you about a lot of the amazing things that we have coming up, but I just want to remind folks, especially if you didn't get a chance to hear, all of the information that I'm going to be talking about, you can find on our website. And if you scan our QR codes, it'll take you to everything. We have a fundraiser coming up on July 18th at New Cottage Arts. We will be reading poetry from our zine with all of our board members, and there will be a lemonade stand and a writing workshop. So definitely come check that out. And then we are also starting a series, a Young Poets Meetup series. So starting on July 14th, and then it'll be every other Tuesday from that date. We will be doing meetups at Olin Cafetzin for young poets. So if you know any young poets who are looking for community, it'll be really casual, but they have an ethnic studies library in the back of this coffee shop. So we want to highlight this really, it's called Olin Cafetzin on Colfax in Aurora. I think around Colfax and Dayton. Don't quote me on that. But they have really, really amazing drinks, and they also do student and teacher discounts every Tuesday. Hence why we will be meeting there on Tuesdays. So please come check it out. Send any young poets our way. We always do our best to highlight local talent, and so we're so happy to have y'all in the room today. Yeah, I'm like just so happy with the turnout. So much good poetry in the room, y'all. So thank you, thank you, thank you for that. And yes, if y'all have any questions, we will be around just like taking things down. And thank you so much for coming, y'all. This was awesome. Aw, thanks for sharing what makes your voice sacred. Aw, okay.